Hello guys! I had the idea to make this video right after I watched Blendrecommender's video called Distinguished Blends Part 1, Latakia Blends, okay? And I believe there's going to be a Part 2 or more. And I want to direct this message to him first and then to all the people that made videos in the past about Distinguished Blends. And also to all the people who do this, and for us pipe smokers, and for the new guys as well. So my opinion is, and you can agree, disagree, and we can talk about it. I'm all open for opinions. Please come tell me what you think. My view on this subject is that categorizing blends is an effort in vain and does not come. There's no any greater good, and might be extra complicated to do this for several reasons. One of the things that we start to one of the things that we first take as an important word is from the manufacturer. So let's take Orlik for example, and if I'm not mistaken, Orlik is the manufacturer who makes the Dunhill blends. Okay, and let's say that Orlik puts out a blend called Amazing English. Okay, and then we buy the Amazing English and we look at the content, and it's like Latakia and Virginia, and it's delicious. We don't actually know if the manufacturer is calling that Amazing English because he knows that the pipe communities in the world, kind of in the world or in the United States, recognize that an English blend as a blend that contains a Latakia, or if he's trying to be actually historically correct. So we cannot take their word for it. Another example of this is them trying to release a blend, for example, called Balkan Amazing. Okay, Orlik is gonna release Balkan Amazing, and we're gonna smoke it, and it's delicious. And then we're gonna, oh man, oh okay, and we're gonna look at the tin, and we're gonna see that contains no Orientals. And if I'm not mistaken, we consider a Balkan a blend that has Latakia, Virginia, and Orientals. All right, so we're gonna look at the back of the tin and says amazing blend of the best burleys. So all it takes is a manufacturing calling something one thing and being historically wrong or socially wrong of what we call this stuff right now, and that stuff becomes famous, and then there's another problem for us to resolve if we're trying to categorize stuff. You know what I mean? And another great example is the video that Russell Lett put out talking about how he came up with the revival of Bengal slices. So he says that when you're trying to bring back a blend that is not available anymore, and the only thing that you have to compare with is your memory of the blend, and the taste, and trying very old aged tins like he talked about on the John Cotton blends that he brought back to. And then he says, for example, that, and this is amazing, he says like, sometimes when you're trying to simulate a flavor of tobaccos that were available in the past, you might have to use different tobaccos that, although we connect the flavors of these new tobaccos with a specific, we receive this flavor in a specific way. He manipulates the amount of the contents of these tobaccos to create a flavor that simulates what was available in the past. For him, you can correct. I'm just giving an example on top of my head. You can correct spiciness of a blend using Orientals instead of Perique. You know what I mean? So you use a different kind of leaf to correct a flavor, to achieve the flavor that you want, because the leaf of using that blend in the past are not available anymore. And that, it's crazy because that creates another problem of categorization. Because if you look at, for example, Lancer slices. Lancer slices is supposed to be something close to Bengal slices, okay? And Bengal slices and Lancer slices has only Latakia and Virginias, okay? And we call that an English blend, correct? But if you go and look what was on Bengal slices, it's actually Black Cavendish, Latakia, and Virginia. So we have a new Black Cavendish here that could change even the name of the blend. And then we have the new Bengal slices. The new Bengal slices has Black Cavendish, Latakia, Oriental, and Virginia. So it's a Balkan with Cavendish. You know where I'm coming with this? So there's actually no benefit from us trying to categorize stuff based on what types of tobacco there is in it. Because we are in the hands of the manufacturer that they make those names famous, not us. Breed Balkan Sobrani, you know. What's the Balkan blend? You know, who knows? We think that it's Orientals with Virginia and Latakia, but even in English, we for 100 years we've been using this wrong, you know. So I don't know. I don't know anymore if it's worth it for us categorizing blends and putting them into families. That's just my 2 cents. The new pipe smokers can have a hard time understanding expecting such flavors and such types of leaves because we use certain names. But I think the pipe smokers community and the other communities in the United States, forums and the tobacco reviews are slowly, getting rid of those names like English, Balkan, Navy, Scottish, because it makes much more sense saying something is Virginia based, something is Burley based, something contains Latakia, and one of my favorites that is wildly used is contains Latakia, but the Latakia is not overpowering, meaning the Latakia is just a condiment. It's not like the main player on that blend, and we're starting already to get used to it, and let those names and labels fall apart. And I think that's what it's about. We just take for how it tastes, and the proportions of it also matter. So maybe we just should drop all that and just say that contains this, this, and this. And there's not many names to memorize of leaves, right? So anyway, let me know what you think. I might be crazy here, that's just my 2 cents. Let me know your opinions. We should keep talking about those things because we do it every day. Take care, guys. Kisses. Bye bye.